Well, Chris, sum up the mood in the camp there tonight.
Probably frustrating. I think Rob nailed it on the head. Going in at half-time, 13-3 or whatever it was, we felt very much like we were in control. We were on top, set-piece-wise, certainly at the scrum area. And just frustrating, really. It's a bit of a second half. Just our penalty count probably let us down, or it definitely let us down. And just silly penalties, and that released all the pressure any time that we had any ball and we kept hold of the ball. It seemed to give away a penalty that would just release all the pressure. They'd kick to the corner. They've got a great drive, as we worked on in the week. And we did well to stop that because other teams have struggled against their set-piece drive. And then we give away another penalty, and there'll be another 3 points, and all of a sudden the pressure's all on us. And that's probably the learn for us, you know. Once we were on top like that, we've probably got to keep teams and keep playing in their half. Our kick game was great today with Henry Slade in areas. And, you know, our kick chase is good as well, but it's not the end of the world to come away to a tough place like Wasps. They're an informed team. Come away with a losing bonus point is good, but it's just frustrating because it's probably a game that's probably got away from us a little bit.
I was going to say, it's really small margins, especially again the TMO decision comes up against us.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, obviously the TMO's got a clearer view of what we have as players. Certainly I was off the pitch at that time, so I didn't really see it, but it looked like the momentum was in our favour. You know, I'd probably back Henry Slade to finish that 9 times out of 10, and it's fantastic defence from Simpson to get back there, you know, and that worked great. And, you know, all credit to them. But then we've got the pressure again, a good scrum. We had a good scrum all game. And I think for whatever reason the scrum came out and we didn't really capitalise on those points there. That's probably, every time we get into the 22, the top teams, the Leicesters, the Saracens, the Northamptons, they seem to come away with something. And that's probably the learn for us, just to come away every time we're in the opposition 22, just to try and come away with some points.
We know the Premiership's tight at the best of times, but this year in particular, and albeit, you know, you are down in 8th at the moment, you're not going to beat yourselves up, and a run of results in that, when you return to Premiership action, can soon propel you back up there.
Absolutely not. Rob alluded to it just then, as soon as we came in. You know, he's a very level-headed guy. And you certainly don't start beating yourself up. We've always said that we don't get overexcited when we come away with great wins. We enjoy those wins, and in the same token, we don't really get that down on ourselves when we come away with losses. There has to be a learn. We have to come out of these losses with learning something. There's no point just going bouncing into the next Premier fixture or Heineken Cup fixture and coming away with another loss and not actually learning anything. So that's what we're very good at as a team. We do come away from these kind of fixtures, Toulon's, and you know, hopefully we'll put into good practice the next game. We've got a good run of Heineken Cup games, something that we should be excited about. Then a couple of LV Cup games, and then obviously back into a massive block of Premiership games to finish the season. So it's exciting times for us. 8th is not the end of the world at the minute, this stage of the season. You know, we certainly back ourselves as a whole pack to work very hard to get back up into that. Ultimately, the top 6 is probably what we want, but there's no reason why we couldn't be pushing higher. You know, the team and the talent that we've got throughout the whole squad. There's no reason why we shouldn't be starting to look a little bit higher than that. Next
week, Glasgow at home, but predominantly the rest of the season, there's a lot of home games, and you fancy yourselves at home, won't you?
Oh, very much so, yeah. The top teams start to make their home grounds fortresses, and that's something that at Sandy Park, you know, when that place is rocking, it's incredible. And guys should be getting excited about that. Our fans always are excited to come and watch us play there, and that's what we should be looking to do. We should be, these teams that are turning up to Sandy Park, they should be just coming away with nothing, and that's probably the attitude switch that we've got to come away with. We've got to just send these teams away with nothing. And the end of the Premiership, the last block of the Premiership games, or however many games there are, we've got some top teams coming. I think Northampton, they'll probably be looking like they're top of the league at that stage, and that's a really exciting time for us. You know, to start taking scalps like that is what we set down at the start of the season. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to start knocking some of these real top scalps off, and that's the opportunity for us there.
We've seen the emergence as well of a lot of the youngsters, and today Henry Slade, his first start. You know, comparing him to Andy Good there today at times, it's, you know, the experience he's got.
Yeah, slightly slimmer build than Andy Good, and slightly more hair, but yeah, no, all credit to Goody. You know, slotting that last shot goal. That's a top experienced Premiership and old international player right there for you. And Slady, you know, I've got no doubt in my mind that he will be an international player. You know, the more experience that he gets, the better he seems to get. He seems to have all the time in the world. Not that I know too much about tens, but just talented. And you look at Jack Knoll, you look at Sam Hill as well coming on and starting to play in the centres, and that's great for the club. You know, the club is really pushing forward. Unfortunately for me, we've got Luke Cowan-Dickey and Tom Cowan-Dickey pushing through as well. So it's exciting times for us, and it's exciting times for the clubs. But we've got to knuckle down our basics, and the silly penalties that probably let us down today allowed Wasps to come away with the 4 points, and probably we were looking at a lucky 2 points, you know, away from home. But that's the difference at this level.